Nice to see us. I want to share with you today. I'm going to share Noam Elimelech. His yard site's coming. I want to share with you a Noam Elimelech. Dubi, I'm going to tell you the Noam Elimelech the way I understand it. But we need Elokai Neshama, some music to bring us places. Then we'll share this Noam Elimelech. If you could do Elokai, I like that. Yeah, some music. One more time. Neshama bekivi moedeh ani levonecha kol zman shaneshama bekivi moedeh ani levonecha Hashem Elokai ve'Elokei Avoisai Hashem Elokai ve'Elokei Avoisai Riboy kol ha'masim Adon kol ha'neshamot Riboy kol ha'masim Adon kol ha'neshamot. Thank you. And we definitely need a song or two more. I want to share a Noam Elimelech. I never even told this to Hudi. You've never heard this from me, I don't believe, this Noam Elimelech. I said like a chelek of it on Shabbos. I want to give more to this, but the way I understand the Noam Elimelech, Davi. But first, a couple more Nigunim. It's coming to his yard site, the Noam Elimelech. Was Rebezi here? When's the Noam Elimelech's yard site?
Okay, but it's Sunday.
This Sunday.
But it was a shut up.
Ah, very good.
The Ramah brings a yesh that you should do it both others.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, good.
It wasn't easy. It should have been, but it wasn't.
So it's a shtickle this Sunday. That's an arichas. Maish, if you do your song also. Ben, then maybe you'll give us one, then I can share the Noam Elimelech. Shine
When I feel like I'm a fall, I know I must stand tall, 'cause God is watching over me. When I feel like I'm a fail, I know I must prevail, 'cause God is the only one with me. And that's the thought that sets me free.
Ben's let it out.
I don't think it's ever been that quiet during a song ever. That's fine. Where's my one? Goes back.
Running, you know already?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Run, do running.
I haven't done this one in a minute.
It's been a while.
Actually,
You know it, Doobie, right?
you see me running, running back to you. You see me running, running back to you. For years and years I was scared to see the light my parents shine towards me. What I thought I saw was not really there, so beautiful and nothing can compare. Oh, we fought so hard to get it, while I sit here and neglect it. It's so beautiful, but I couldn't see it. Oh, you see me running, oh, running back to you, oh, running back to you. Running back to you. Oh, oh, you see me running. Oh, running back to you. Oh, running back to you. You see me running, running back to you. And I do. Oh, and I don't have to live with fear, 'cause I know you're watching over me, watching over me, watching over me. You see me running, oh, running back to you, oh, running back to you. You see me running, running back to you. Oh, you see me running, oh, running back to you, oh, running back to you. You see me running, running back to you. Well, there. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I am coming from. Mama said if I'm lost, to just wait somewhere right here. I'm searching for something more. I want it, but I don't know what it is. So Mama said if I'm lost, to just wait somewhere right here. To just wait somewhere right here. I fell into a trap. My mind tells me I can't. My heart always beating to another song. Oh, oh, that song is not like the rest. It tells me I can't. Oh, it tells me I can't. So every time I'm feeling lost, I feel like I don't belong, like I can't. I listen to my heart and it plays this chain. Oh, and it plays this chain. So every time I'm feeling lost, I feel like I don't belong, like I can't. I listen to my heart and it plays this chain. Oh, and it plays this chain. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 na, 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 na. Oh, 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 na, 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 na. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I'm coming from. Said if I'm lost, to just wait somewhere right here. I'm looking for something more. I want it, but I don't know what it is. Mama said if I'm lost, to just wait somewhere right here. To just wait somewhere right here. I fell into a trap. My mind tells me I can't. My heart beating to another song. Oh, oh, that song is not like the rest. It tells me I can't. Oh, it tells me I can't. So every time I'm feeling lost, I feel like I don't belong, like I can't. I listen to my heart and it plays this chain. Oh, and it plays this chain. So every time I'm feeling lost, I feel like I don't belong, like I can't. I listen to my heart and it plays this chain. Oh, and it plays this chain. Oh, 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 na, 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 na. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 na, 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 na.
One more song. One more song. One more song.
You ever heard that song? That's the first time you play that one, Benz?
I think so, yeah.
That's gorgeous. What? Play that one? I wrote that one.
Look me in the eye. This happens every time. I don't know why. Every single time. Look me in the eye, tell me all the truth you try to hide. Tell me all the things that you deny. It's time to open up, 'cause it's building up inside. Tell me that it's okay that I can cry. Show a little weakness, human side. Let it all pour out. What do you want from me? A little honesty. Oh, that's the hardest part. Bringing to life what you kept in the dark. You tell me it's the only way to move on and feel okay. What you say to me, oh, it will set you free. Look me in the eyes, tell me all the truth you try to hide. Tell me all the things that you deny. It's time to open up, 'cause it's building up inside. Tell me that it's okay that I can cry. Show a little weakness, human side. Let it all pour out. Oh, 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 Hey, now that I showed you where my heart is really at, I don't expect you to be here when I get back. Oh, but you stood right by me when everyone turned their backs. Told me you'd listen and be here when times get bad. Oh, look me in the eye, tell me all the truth and try to hide. Tell me all the things that you deny. It's time to open up, 'cause it's building up inside. Tell me that it's okay, I can cry. Show a little weakness, human inside. Let it all pour out. What do you want from me? A little honesty. Oh, that's the hardest part. Bringing to life what you kept in the dark. You tell me it's the only way to move on and feel okay. And what you say to me, we will set you free. Look me in the eyes and tell me all the truth you try to hide. Tell me all the things that you deny. It's time to open up, 'cause it's building up inside. Tell me that it's okay that I can cry. Show a little weakness, human side. Let it all pour out. Just let it all pour out.
Thank you to Maish, to Bensi, and to Yehuda. The pasuk says, the pasuk in Parashas Vayikra, in the past week's parasha, so it says Asher Nasi Yachta. The pasuk says Asher will translate that Nasi Yachta, when or that the Nasi sins, Va'as Achas Mikol Mitzvah Hashem. If the leader of Klal Yisrael sins, and he does one of the mitzvahs that Hashem said, Lo yisasena, one should not do it, bishgaga, v'ashem, and he's guilty. So the Torah describes a special karban for the Nasi, for the leader of Klal Yisrael. It's in page 293, Perek Daled, Pasach HaBeis. page 293, Parak Dalet Pasuk Abayz. It says, Asher Nasi Yechta, that or when the Nasi sins, and he's over one of the mitzvahs that Hashem said not to do, b'shoigeg. So it says he brings a special korban. Everybody knows there's the korban. Every person b'shoigeg is over a lav that's chayiv kares. If a lav that's chayiv kares, one is over b'shoigeg by accident, so there's a korban chatas. If a nasi, a leader in Klal Yisrael, is over a mitzvah that Hashem said not to do b'shoigeg, so says the Torah, he has a special korban. V'hevi has korbanai sir izim zachar tamim. The nasi has a special korban he brings when he's over an avera b'shoigeg. Now the language in the Torah, when it says if somebody sins, previously it says if. And the language that we would expect Hashem to write is im nasi yechta. If it would be consistent, earlier it says v'im kol adas Yisrael. The language of sim in a makayim a Mashiach yechta. The earlier psukim say if. So it should say im nasi yechta. If the nasi sins, if the leader of Klal Yisrael sins, the following is his korban. But it uses a very unusual language. It doesn't say Herschel if. It says asher, a language of when. Asher nasi yechta, when the nasi sins. It doesn't say if he sins. Says Rashi, a pshat from Chazal, asher is a lashon ashrei, fortunate. Fortunate, what's fortunate? Ashrei yoshev esecha, fortunate are those who dwell in the house of Hashem. Asher nasi yechta is melashon ashrei, fortunate. Ashrei, fortunate that the nasi sinned. What does that mean? Says Rashi, ashrei adar, lucky is the generation, shanasi shaloi, that its leaders, noisein leiv, give their heart, lahavi kapar al shigagasai, to bring a korban for their mistakes. Certainly they regret their mazid. So that's what it means. Lucky is the generation, Ashrei, lucky is the generation whose leaders bring a korban for their mistakes, and of course they regret their mazid. That's what the pasuk says. Ask the Noam Elimelech, and I'd like to share this incredible pshat the way I understand it. What does it mean the generation's lucky when our leaders are mischaret for their shoygig, are nice and lave to bring karbanas for their shoygig, and certainly they regret their mazid? What does that mean? Lucky is the generation whose leaders admit their shoygig and bring an mischar on their mazid. What is the shvach? What is the praise to the generation? What's being said here in this pasuk? Ashrei adar, fortunate is the generation. I'm going to say over the Noam Elimelech, I can't promise this is what he means. I could say, learning the piece in Noam Elimelech, this is what it said to me. I can't blame it on the Noam Elimelech. I could tell you, learning the piece, when we learn Torah, it's ma'ira stuff in us, so I could tell you what it said to me and share as follows. The first question is, why is that good for the generation that the leaders have averos? The leaders have mezid and shaygig. Of course they do tshuva. But isn't the best thing for the generation? The leaders are tzaddikim. Why is it a maila ashrei adar? Fortunate is the generation whose leaders regret their shaygig and are mischaret for their mezid. What's the shvach of the generation? Just question one. And question two is, it sounds like, Lemaisa, it doesn't say if the Nasi sins. It sounds like this is going to happen. Ashrei, lucky is the generation this happens, but Asher Nasi Echta sounds like Asher, that the Nasi sins, it's going to happen. It almost sounds like a havtacha, a promise. So besides saying how lucky the generation, it's like a gift from Hashem. There's going to happen. Don't worry about it. What's happening? What's being said in the pasuk? So I'd like to share the Noam Elimelech by expressing. My son said over, and there's just the truth to what he's saying. Moshe's Baishes Laredas. Moshe Rabbeinu delays coming down from Har Sinai, and Klal Yisrael serves the Egel. It has to be understood, it's pashtus, that it was something, the way the Erev Rav related to Moshe, that brings the Egel. It wasn't just, whoa, we lost Moshe and we did an Egel. There was some chet, there was some sin in the way we related to Gedolim. What I want to share with the Chevra is there are two ways to relate to tzaddikim. Somebody asked Reb Miller about Rebbes. I'm going to quote him, and then I'm going to try to give over what I think this means. Somebody asked Reb Miller about Rebbes, and he said it could be a stepping stone to God, but sometimes it stops there. Now, I'd like to express what I understand this means. There are two ways a person can use a tzaddik, a rebbe, a gadol. There are two ways that a person can use a tzaddik, a rebbe, and gadol. There's one way a person uses that is certainly around the tzaddik. There's certainly in the vicinity of the tzaddik, in the vicinity of an adam gadol, in the vicinity of a servant of Hashem. One senses relevance, one feels eternity, and there's a way of like tapping into that, but I have no shaykhs to that. One could be like an observer of, and it's geschmack to watch. One goes to a ball game and watches a baseball play. I have no shaykhs to that. I can't do what he does, but it's geschmack to observe it. And people can be around tzaddikim, and there could be a sense that it's kedai to see this. Check out something eternal. And there could be a checking out, but I have no shaykhs to it. There's a much better use of tzidkus. That's one like that one oifen that people connect to the tzaddik, to the gadol. I have no shaykhs, but it's something to see, it's something to observe, it's something to experience. There's a whole nother shaykhs to the tzaddik that we're shaykh to what he has, that a human being is shaykh to Hashem. That from the tzaddik, the human being is inspired that I am shaykh to it. The pasuk in Yeshaya says that the oynesh for serving Hashem by rote, if a person serves Hashem by rote, we lose tzaddikim. We lose misas tzaddikim is an oynesh for serving Hashem, not with the chiyus. And what does that have to do with we lose tzaddikim? There's an oifen a person could be around relevance. Say, I'm not shaykh to it, but chach, I could be around it. Hashem takes away tzaddikim. The people are serving by rote. There's an imitation of something. And the tzaddik has the chiyus. He's climbing, growing, connecting to Hashem. We have no shaykhs to this, so they're robotically serving, and the chiyus to the group is the tzaddik who's not robotically serving but climbing. That's an inappropriate use of the tzaddik. The biggest use of the tzaddik is the sense the tzaddik gives over the neshama that's in us all, the capacity in normal human beings to reach Hashem. Says the Noam Elimelech, if the tzaddik is viewed as a different type of being than the rest of us, so the generation is disconnected to its tzaddikim. The tzaddik, well, I'm like this human guy with human thoughts, with human insecurity, with human condition. You have a tzaddik who we have like no shaykhs to. There's a disconnect between the generation and the tzaddik. Says the Noam Elimelech, Ashrei Adar. Lucky is the generation who the tzaddikim, and they see the tzaddikim as people who have done shuvah, who have been nice and leiv to mischaret on shaygeg, and kal v'chaymer on zedainis, and certainly on their mezid, even on a shaygeg they've done shuvah, and certainly on the mezid. Is lucky as the generation. It's a generation who looks to people that are people like them. and have climbed and have worked through and then have overcome and have done tshuva, so they understand they are shaykh to tzidkus, to Hashem as well. The tzaddik's not just the perfect being who, like me, I have sins, averas, worries, bad thoughts. And the tzaddik's like not shaykh to the world I have. That's an unfortunate generation. The Noam Elimelech says that Hashem will purposely be machshil the tzaddikim and averas, so the whole generation gets to experience the process of tzidkus, the process of growing, the process of overcoming, and to learn their shaykh to it. Ashrei Adar, the Noam Elimelech says that's a generation where the people feel shaykhs to the tzaddik. He also relates to mistakes. He also relates to stumbles. And he's climbed and is climbing and is overcoming. He's nice and lave. That's a tremendous thing for the generation. The tzaddikim, in the tzaddik's tshuva, in the tzaddik's climb, says the Noam Elimelech, he brings the generation with him. Because he is them and they are him. They're shaykh to him. They're shaykh to the steiging that he had. That's what the Noam Elimelech says in this pasuk of Asher Nasi Yechta Ashrei Adar. Yes?
I want to show us we're the same. Why not use the same lashon?
Explain.
Like it says Asher here and it says when here and if there.
Here he says Hashem will purposely be machshel. It's not him. Hashem will That's why it says Ashrei. It's not him. Hashem will purposely be machshel, the tzaddik. So in his tshuva and in his process, he'll see himself connected to the people. He's also a person with flaws and challenges and difficulties, and they'll see themselves connected to him. And then in his rising, they will rise as well. In the tzaddik's process, they will have the process as well. When we relate to our tzaddikim, when we understand that tzaddikim are big, they're the Gdolei Adar, and their thoughts are very, very lofty, extremely, exceedingly lofty, but they've built to there, they've overcome, and they've worked, and they've discovered, and they've processed to there, and we are shaykh to that. We're shaykh to the madregas of the tzaddik. We're shaykh to the madregas of the tzaddik. I once said over in yeshiva that it's a Sfas Emes is kasha. It says when the tzaddik, when Yaakov Avinu left the city, so it says Yitzia tzaddik min ha'ir asher reishim. The tzaddik leaving the city makes an impact. And the kasha is, why does it teach about the impact of the tzaddik when he leaves? Teach about the impact of the tzaddik when he's there. So why say when the tzaddik leaves, pana ziva, pana, and when he's there, who ziva, who adara? Why does the Torah teach us the impact of the tzaddik in context, Herschel, of him leaving? Speak about when the tzaddik's there. And in a certain way, Herschel, when the tzaddik's there, we have the nisayon of either relying on the tzaddik or sensing that's the tzaddik, it has no shaykhis to us. When the tzaddik leaves, we want the tzaddik, we miss the tzaddik. We end up learning that we could still have the tzaddik. By being similar, we can connect to what we're shaykh to that. And in a certain way, we have the tzaddik more when we chap, we're shaykh. Yitzia tzaddik ir asa reishim. Yes, the Sfas Emes, there's a certain amount that when he leaves, he could have the tzaddik more. There's a certain amount that when he leaves, he could have it more. The guys are starting, I saw a penny before, Mo is back. Guys, come back. It's very, very hard to leave a yeshiva. It's hard. The yeshiva has values, it has sincerity. There's something here, it's hard to leave. In a certain way, a guy could tap in more to the yeshiva leaving. In a certain way, he could have the yeshiva more. I'm not pretending.
Yeah, it's better be important. It's better be important.
This better be a part.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know if we're blaming.
In a certain way, when a person leaves, and it's not to be a pretend, it's not the difficulty is recognized. This is not a shallow comfort, because to leave something is difficult. I wouldn't say this to the guys upon leaving. I wouldn't say it to somebody struggling. It's not like the nechama at a shiva house, and we're human beings and we feel, and it's difficult to depart. But I'm saying a truth, and I say it upon the guys returning, that in a certain way, when one is apart and one taps into the thing and doesn't rely on the thing but taps into the thing, in a certain way one has it deeper and more. One taps into honesty, into presentness, into chevreshaft, into celebrating his own humanness and accepting his own humanness and serving in his own humanness, Hashem. When one taps into all these ideals, in a certain way he's more connected than when he was at the thing itself. Being around the tzaddik is a certain connection, but the generation that taps into the tzaddik, Ashrei Adar, that has a tzaddik that's doing tshuva, that's like them, they relate to him and he relates to them. We're shaykh to that which he came to. It's shaykh, we have shaykhs to that. He's not stam the tzaddik, there's relevance by him, we're shaykh to that relevance. We're shaykh to what the tzaddik is doing, to the avodah. That's a different way of tapping into the tzaddik. That is shaykhis to us. It's not just he's relevant and I could be near him. There's a line the Messiah Sharm brings about the Adam HaShalom, is the whole world's created l'tzav shalzu. I want to tell you the klipa of it, the shallow and the much deeper. It says the whole world's created l'tzav shalzu. L'tzav means to be near. The involvement. The world's created for the involvement with the Adam HaShalom. So the external view is find an Adam HaShalom and hang out near him. We love pictures of us next to Gedolim. We love that, and it's a good tezach. So we have pictures, you see, I'm shaykh. We hang out with the Gadol, we visit the Gadol, we spend time, there's a truth. Because the world was created, l'tzav shalzu, to be connected to him. But the much deeper thing of Tzav Sisselzu is we have shaykhs to him. What he is, what he became, what he's becoming, we have shaykhs. L'Tzav Sisselzu is we're hanging out with the tzaddik because we're shaykh to what he's shaykh to. We're shaykh. The tzaddik is doing something and is something. We're shaykh to that. It's shaykh to us human beings, with normal thoughts, with normal temptations. We're shaykh to that. That's what the Noam Elimelech describes the tzaddikim, the big tzaddikim who felt shaykh to the tzibur. The Noam Elimelech, the tzaddikim told many stories, and there are many stories at the Noam Elimelech, the Levi Yitzchak Barditchev, where they celebrated the regular Yid. And the whole shul was davening, and they said the regular Yid's tefillah was the most powerful. I was at a friend of mine, is a holy person, Rav Aaron Wilk, and he made a bar mitzvah. And one row in front of me, at the bar mitzvah Shachris, there was a young man who had some mental challenges. He wasn't similar. He thought different than most people. He has a different makeup, a different construction. He wasn't neurotypical, is the way we like saying it today. He wasn't neurotypical. A different way of thinking. He was davening a row in front of me, one set over. He was davening the Yom Kippur davening, the regular Shabbos, and this person who was not neurotypical was davening Yom Kippur. He was davening beautifully, and I saw it was the Yom Kippur. He went much longer. And he was davening the Yom Kippur Shemon Esrei, and it was so. He was the guy all the Rebbes taught us about. The sincerity, the Yid was close to Hashem. Would it be that my davening was like maybe like shaykh to this? I hope standing near him. The Rebbes taught us about the authenticity and the value and the beauty of such a Yid. But in a deeper way, what they saw in a Yid, the Noam Elimelech was a goyin, was a tzaddik, and he saw in the normal Yid, he saw tremendous madregas that he aspired to. there was a connection in Am Yisrael that they didn't feel different, and every Yid was shaykh to what they had. They were shaykh to what every Yid had, that there's something in a Yid that was big and was shaykh to them, and they were shaykh to him. So somebody else would see, it's a funny guy, he's so silly, he doesn't know. There's a book, Tales Out of Shul, by Rav Silverman's Rav. There was a Rav in Atlanta, he lives in Eretz Yisrael. I like his writings. Rav Emanuel Feldman, a beautiful Rav. He lives in Eretz Yisrael today, he has beautiful writings, beautiful essays, a very intelligent man. I believe his brother-in-law is with the Eretz Yisrael Rosh Hashiva. I believe his brother-in-law is a very special Yid. So he says he had a lady in his shul who every time she would bench, she would say, Ritzei, Yalaviyavai, and Alanisim. They say like Shabbos Chanukah, he would call it, Shabbos Chanukah, he would call it the Mrs. Coopersmith, I think her name was. It was the Mrs. Coopersmith Shabbos, because all of Klal Yisrael would say that. There was something about this lady, she wasn't learned. She didn't have the background everybody else had, and she said everything. And who had the guts to correct Mrs. Coopersmith? Her Ernsta Tefillah, her Ernsta, she said the whole bencher. She would say, on a normal Shabbos, she'd say, Ritzei Yalaviyavi and Alanisim. And he was very moved by the sincerity. That guy in the row in front of me, who was on Shabbos morning, he was davening a Yom Kippur Shemon Esrei. So in a way, somebody would laugh, so unsophisticated. Somebody should, and I'm not making a sheet out of being ignorant. Chas v'shalom. I'm proud that I know what Shemon Esrei to daven. But I am saying that the sincerity of that person is something I want to tap into. There could be a danger. The great Rebbes weren't making shitas out of not knowing how to read, not knowing how to bench. There wasn't the shita. They were saying Kedushas Yisrael, Nishmas Yisrael, and they saw in every Yid tremendous greatness. That's a shvach on the leaders. It's a shvach on the dar, and that was the connection to tzaddikim. It wasn't the tzaddik doing his thing, and I have no shaykh, so let me at least get a seat in such a game. Let me watch such a player, Chach. No. It's I'm shaykh to him, and he viewed it. We're all shaykh to something. That's what it means. The whole world's created litzabsa shalzu. The whole world's created to connect to this one because they have a shaykhus to what he is and what he's doing and what he's becoming. So that's how the Noam Elimelech speaks. Ashrei Adar. There was some author, a Yid tzaddik wanted to write a book. Very special Yid. I'm not getting involved in the political discussions. I don't even know the book. I don't really care so much for politics. But he wanted to write a book about the development of tzaddikim and gedolim. And his point was, I love gedolim books. I love him. We should read. I think we should read gedolim books. And we should hear the tzidkus of tzaddikim is wild and madregas that are otherworldly. But we're shaykh to it. A human being is shaykh to that. A human being has shaykhs. The whole world's created, litzavza shalzu, means to connect to this, because the Bria should know a human being, a Yid is shaykh to this. We're connected to this. We have a shaykhs. We run to tzaddikim, we have pictures us next to tzaddikim, because we're shaykh to what they're doing. That's how we can tap in, that's how we can connect. That's the Ashrei Adar that sees that in the leaders, and the leaders see that in them. What? I don't know the book. I like the intention of the author of the book, Mo. The intention, he was mecham to Noam. I don't know the book. I didn't read it. I don't know. I don't know what the contrary. I don't know what. I didn't look into it. I just don't know. But the intention of the author, I know the author. I know family members. The intention of the author was the Noam Elimelech. That's what he's saying. The intention is pure. But he's saying a message. Yeah. No crime in being used. But this, what'd you say? The making of a gadol, it was called. But Shloime, this Noam Elimelech, I appreciate because I think that he was a kiyum of such a thing. He was a kiyum. He said it on the tzaddikim, that Hashem's machti the tzaddikim should see the people and relate. I say it on the people should see the tzaddikim are related. I don't know. It's hard for me to say exactly what he meant. I think he's picturing. I think this is what the Noam Elimelech's getting over. Yeah, I'm being meisiv, but I don't know. I wasn't there by Yishmu. You can look in the Noam Elimelech. The Noam Elimelech writes this. I appreciate the piece a lot. I see that in the avoid of the tzaddik. Sometimes you see a vert shleim, somebody tells you a nice vert. Sometimes somebody is their vert. There's not a vert the Noam Elimelech says. I think this was the Noam Elimelech. It wasn't his vert. It's like who he was. It's great. We said yesterday, we learned the word the epitaph. We learned this word like the epitaph of a person. Did I say that right? The epitaph of a person. Is that how to pronounce it?
Yeah.
So this wasn't like a vert of the Noam Elimelech, though he says the vert. The way I understand what he brought, and then in seeing in Yidden, seeing godless and greatness, he saw the madregas that he climbed, he saw that in Yidden and was inspired by Yidden in that way, as opposed to seeing himself as something different than the tzibur. He didn't see it that way. So that's this word, Asher Nasi Yechta, that the Noam Elimelech shares. I think we have the opportunity in our tzaddikim to see it that way. To see it in our tzaddikim, in big people, to see people who tapped into something that we're shaykh to. I think when we do that, so we gain inspiration from tzaddikim to tap in and to grow, and we're shaykh to things. To meet tzaddikim and walk away feeling not shaykh is like the danger. That's the klip of this. We can meet tzaddikim and feel like no shaykhs. That's the opposite of this. That's what I think the Pirush Reb Miller said, that a Rebbe could be a stepping stone to God, or it could stop there. It could be something, so we're shaykh to it. That doesn't mean that we're there. It doesn't mean that we're doing it. It means that we're shaykh. We could tap into something and push and grow, and we're shaykh. And avada, being around the tzaddik, is ma'ir us to tap in more, to reach places that we're shaykh to. That's what I wanted to share, this piece in the Noam Elimelech that I think is very, very important. The Megillas Esther that we were zeicha to read has many lessons in the Megillas Esther, and one of they all have shaykhs. They're all related. There's a deep nekuda that connects these, but one of the inyan is Amunas Chachamim. One of the places of reading the Megillas Esther is Amunas Chachamim. It speaks about Mordechai HaTzadik, who Klal Yisrael could have said, you're the cause of the problems. The Tzaddik started giving Musar to Klal Yisrael to remember who we are. We could have all been Mahari if the Mordechai said, hello, you didn't bow to Haman, the Sanhedrin held to bow, because of you there's a Gzeir of Kliya, and you're giving us Musar, and Klal Yisrael displayed tremendous Emunas Chachamim. It's very, very connected to Amalek, and I'd like to explain. In the parsha of eradicating Amalek in Bishalach, we read the Psukim Kiseit saying Bishalach, when it speaks about remembering what Amalek does, so the Psukim say, Vayomer Hashem al Moshe. Hashem says to Moshe Rabbeinu, K'soif Zeis, write down the story of Amalek, Zikaron Basefer, write it down in a sefer, as a remembrance in a sefer, V'sim ba'azne Yeshua, but also tell it over to Yeshua. The Svarim bring here that it says to write it. So Genukshain, what do you have to tell Yeshua also? It's not enough to write it. There has to be Rebbe and Talmud. There has to be through Sim ba'azne Yeshua means have a Rebbe and have a Talmud. It's not enough to write the story of Amalek and people to learn it. They have to receive it from a Rebbe. Sim ba'azne Yeshua. Now, why by Amalek is this inyan of a Rebbe? V'emunas Chachamim. Sim ba'azne Yeshua, which speaks about it's not enough to read the parsha. One has to learn it from a Rebbe. Rebbe Talmud. Why in the sugya of Amalek? Amalek's an attack on God. Amalek's an attack on Klal Yisrael. Anachnu Yisrael Amai. And there's an inyan here of Rebbe Talmud. And the whole Megillah is an inyan. An inyan comes out of Emunas Chachamim. Klal Yisrael's belief in Mordechai, the belief in Esther, the belief in the Tzaddik. Very, very simply, the message of the Tzaddik is that there's an ummah and a people that are shaykh to be the Am Hashem. That's what the tzaddik himself teaches. The tzaddik's not that there's the people and the tzaddik who's like the separate entity. The tzaddik teaches the ummah the deep connection that's in our ummah. That's what the tzaddik teaches the ummah. When Klal Yisrael sins by the Egel, Hashem says to Moshe, Lech raid, leave Shamayim. Leave Shamayim, Lech raid mit gadluscha, leave your gadlus. The point of the gadlus of the leader is for the Am to see what we're shaykh to. If Klal Yisrael related to Moshe Rabbeinu in a way that brought an Egel, which means we saw we had a tzaddik, there was a bechina, but we said, we're not shaykh to that, to the point that we worshipped an Egel when he was late in coming, we lost it all, it meant that he was precious, but we're not shaykh to it. That's why we sinned when we lost the Moshe Rabbeinu, because we said we're not shaykh to it. Hashem said, Reid mi gadluscha, leave your gadlus. Your gadlus is for the ummah to see what they're shaykh to. The Rebbe, the Mordechai, the Esther that teaches the Dar what we're shaykh to. The Mordechai and Esther that inspire the Dar, that uplift the Dar, is because we're shaykh to the tzedkos of that. That's the pirush of a Rebbe, that's the pirush of a Manig Adar. We're shaykh to that. Guys will go places. You'll go to Eretz Yisrael, and you'll speak. I was snicky, my Rebbe. Speak about you. You're shaykh to something. You're shaykh. That's what we get from a Rebbe. I think right now my Rebbe's in the hospital as we speak. Should have refuah shleima. I think about him. I think about the things he gave us, but he taught us what we're shaykh to, and he teaches us what we're shaykh to. Oh, my Rebbe. We could tap into something that our Rebbe shared with us. When somebody asks, who's your Rebbe? What's your Rebbe? Just get to know you. You tapped into something that you're shaykh to. That's the sugya when Amalek who attacks Am Yisrael, who attacks our people. So in that sugya speaks about Emunas Chachamim, the tzaddikim, who show our ummah who we are. They bring out Kedushas Yisrael. They bring out Tzidkus Yisrael. They bring out the preciousness. They're not an exception from the Beis Medrash. The Beis Medrash is shaykh to them, and they're shaykh to the Beis Medrash. There's an Abbas Reb Nassim that the Baal Shem was very, very into saying over. And I want to explain it in a deeper eifin. The Abbas Reb Nassim says if you have a friend who's steiging, you have a chaver who steigs. It's Abbas Reb Nassim. It's a memra from Rabbi Kiva, from the Tana Rabbi Kiva. He says if you're part of a chabura and your friend steigs, and eina oisek hamasem, you're not doing the tzidkus of your friend, you get his schar. That's like a magic azar. If a guy in your Beis Medrash finishes Masechtas, you're not, you get his schar. It's like a hack. You could just like twiddle your thumb and sleep all day, but at least cheer on your friend. If he does well, you get the schar. Your friend makes a siyum, you have a siyum on a Masechta. What's the aimek? What's being said here? What's being said is you and your friend, you're shaykh to that too. You encourage and he grows, and you're shaykh to his tzidkus also. You have your display of Kiddush Shamayim, the aspects you brought out. But you're shaykh to serving Hashem. You're shaykh. From the Beis Medrash, a tzaddik comes and it teaches us what we're shaykh. Now support it and encourage it and bring out your own Kiddush Shamayim, but you're shaykh and you get schar means that you're shaykh to those rewards and those things that come out of your friends. We're shaykh. That's the avodah of the tzaddik. That's the avodah, the place of Rebbeim, of manhigim, that a generation connects to its manhigim in a deep and powerful way. And with the manig, people go to big tzaddikim and experience Shabbos. With the manig's experience of Shabbos, we also found our connection to Shabbos in that. We also find, it says about Moshe Rabbeinu says to Klal Yisrael, he says, what does Hashem want except to fear Him? Frek the Gemara, the Chiyera Milsa Zutrasu, Frek the Gemara Brachas, is Yera Shemayim easy? Says Gemara, yes, for Moshe Rabbeinu it's easy, Legabe Moshe. But he's talking to Klal Yisrael. But Legabe Moshe means in the Tzaddik's Yer Shemayim, we could tap in. We see what's shaykh to us. So when Moshe Rabbeinu says it's easy for me, he's saying it's easy for us. He's saying we're shaykh to this. That which I tapped in, you're shaykh to also. That's what Moshe Rabbeinu was saying to the people. That's our relationship to Rabbeim, to Tzaddikim, to Gedolim, is the sense we learn what we're shaykh to, what's in us. We learn what we're, not just what, I don't want to say potential, because it's nothing to do with what I could do with work. What I could find in me. Not what we're shaykh potentially to. I'm not talking about, well, if I would work hard like you, I know what I'm talking about. He's not working so hard, he's tapped in. Of course, then it comes out as tremendous sidkus and tremendous amelus, but for certain. But he's megala to us what we're shaykh, what's in us, and what we're shaykh to. That's the world of the tzaddik. So that's the Noam Elimelech says here. I think that's what the Noam Elimelech brought. I've said over many times about that. It's said on the Noam Elimelech that anybody touched the handle of his door was chayzer b'tshuva. I think his view of a Yid, his view of Am Yisrael, and his understanding of Klal Yisrael and the Tzidkus and the Kedush of Klal Yisrael brought them to those places, to see in themselves what he saw in them. That's a Nasi in Klal Yisrael who was remarkably connected to his people. So if he saw the flaws of the people, he knew his own flaws. He was nice and lave to be mischared at his own shayging, kavachaymer and his mezid, and as such he saw his own journey, he saw the people's limitations. We're all human beings, and yet a human can get so close to Hashem. So I have a pride in yeshiva, as we're seeing in yeshiva, more guys learning, more guys davening. I have an observation in yeshiva that I'm tremendously proud of. I have seen environments when somebody steigs of looking down at somebody earlier in the journey or somebody struggling. I've seen a certain, like, oh, I don't want to be with him, whoa. And it brings up insecurities. There's reasons for it. A person doesn't feel so comfortable where they are. Maybe it reminds them of challenges. I love it. A nekuda here that I observe, a guy steiging. We've had B'nai Torah steiging, people Talmidei Chachamim, Shas Yidden. They sit next to the next one. I watch Ray Glazer sit next to any guy in yeshiva, a young guy. He sits, he's an equal in the dining room. He plops down and he's eating lunch with whoever's next to him. Two equals, two people. You don't see this mitzias of the steiger feeling like, if I can't. Two human beings with big souls. He sees sidkus in the other. He sees shaykhus, and the other sees shaykhus in this one. That's Ashrei Adar. That's mamish what the Noam Elimelech is describing. A lucky Asher Nasi Yechta. Fortunate is a generation that the Nesiim. That's the view of the tzaddik's view of the cloud. That there's that beautiful view of each other. That's a fortunate generation. I've seen this quality in yeshiva. I see it by the guys steiging and learning. There's a sense of two big souls and human cloaked in humanity, cloaked in humanness, struggle with human things. As I see this quality in the yeshiva, the Ashrei Adar Shenasi Yechta, I see here, it's geschmack watching people steig and not look down at another one, not look. I think that looking down creates a tremendous divide, and you have the haves, the have-nots, those that are shaykh, those that are not. It's not a truth. It's not a truth. You have somebody who's plugged into what is, and the guy who hasn't plugged in yet, he hasn't found it yet what he is. But he's shaykh, very shaykh to it, and they're shaykh to each other. Somebody asked one of our chevra at the Shabbos in Eretz Yisrael, how do you have a Shabbos together? You, who's like a Talmud Chacham, Muflig, and him, like what's the Shabbos? It's a tremendously superficial question. The Ashrei Anasi Yechta, the vision of the Noam Elimelech, of people who chapped the tapped in Yid. So then how did they have a Shabbos? How wouldn't they have a Shabbos together? Two neshamas. So I wanted Yehuda, he started the Leikai Neshamash and Asat to be Torah. That's the Noam Elimelech's view and understanding. That Bacher impacted our whole yeshiva. Should be as chos for his precious neshama. That Bacher who showed what he sang. I said in the Noam Elimelech that the vert was him. I say on that Bacher that he didn't just say he didn't just sing a Leikai Neshama Shenasat. He was a kiyum of Elokai Neshama. That video we showed the Chevra, he was a kiyum of Elokai Neshama Shenasatabi. This was the world that the Noam Elimelech saw. It was a world in which people did shuvah in such a world. When we sang on Purim, we sang a lot in the wagon of the Baal Shem. But we're saying this. If you want, I just translated the song in the wagon of the Baal Shem. I gave an arichos, a 45-minute translation of the song in the wagon of the Baal Shem. We just translated for the Chevra, maybe a translation. What wagon? What world? We're in the wagon. That they're right. This Chevra, this Geshmaka Chevra, from this Geshmaka Chevra that are trying to tap into a Torah that was taught, a Torah that's emes. This is part of that Torah that we're trying to tap into. Thank you, Yehuda. Let's get to second Seder. There will be, Yashikaya Chevra, it is 5:20. There'll be a mincha at 6:30. 6:30, second Seder now. 6:30. What is it? Means that we're tapping into something that he created, a world that he created. It means he created something.